Right then, it's me, Andy, back for another vinyl update, 80's metal update. Online purchases again this time, some from eBay, some from on Discogs, but by vinylmusicmadness.co.uk. On eBay, occasionally I'll have a look at what's around, see what's new that's coming in, and quite often just bid the minimum amount on an auction. And if I get that bid, not bothered, not losing anything. Never win them. So a bit of a surprise this week when I think there was 3 or 4 auctions where I just popped the minimum amount on. Left them running and probably went and won them all, which is pretty good. 3 have arrived so far, so let me share those with you now. 2 actually related. First up, seven-inch single. Don't normally buy 7-inch singles, but then again I wasn't expecting to buy this one. Got this for 99p. It's a double A side for Demon off the album The Plague. So side A we have The Plague, and on the double A side is The Only Sane Man. Excellent condition. Can't really argue for £1. But also, as well as minimum bid winning this one, I also minimum bid and got its big brother, also called The Plague. And this one I just picked up. I think it was £2.50 was the minimum bid, and again didn't expect it to go through. So this is the third album. I've got the first 2. Loved the first 2. Very good early British or new wave of British heavy metal. Great riffs, lyrics on the slightly fantasy satanical side, but a bit weird. Never really realised until I actually read the lyrics, didn't really know what they were particularly about, because we always usually associate that kind of satanic type lyrics with more sort of the death metal, harder metal side. So it almost seemed like a light-hearted approach to it, which is a bit strange. But on the third album, they've completely changed direction. Now this is less. I mean, this is unrecognisable from the early stuff. In fact, the only thing that kind of holds it together, that it's Demon, is Dave Hill's vocals, and I think that I really like his style of vocals. So whereas a lot of bands, when they change style, it doesn't really come off. In fact, commercially, I don't think this did come off. I think it was it wasn't a great success for them. But I've listened to it a couple of times. It's more sort of melodic rock, a bit more prog rock, hard rock at times. And I think they pulled it off. It's very different. There's a couple of songs on here which I suppose you could call them ballads, because they're a lot slower, but they're always quite emotional. It was the double A side on here, so The Only Sane Man. First of all, I listened to it, I wasn't sure about it. I kept going back, and I must have played that over and over again, and it was I really got into it. It's a really great tune. I just wasn't expecting it, so I was quite surprised. What I like about this, it's gatefold, but it's gatefold with kind of like a booklet. So the lyrics across the bottom, and there's looks like some pencil drawings. Not really here, but it's in great nick. I mean, the staples in the middle are a little rusted. I always get my left to right to left now on here, but there's some great illustrations here, and it's like it's telling a story for each of the stories going through. The lyrics are a little bit more, say, political now. They've completely changed direction from their early stuff, but I like it. Now there's like a pen mark here, and on the record itself there's also a similar mark. And it looks like initials, and I'm not sure. Well, maybe a signature. I don't know. Could be. Looks slightly like a JW, so could be John Wright, but it might just be the person who owned it squiggled their initials on it. I'm not really too sure. I don't really care. I'm not looking for it. Not buying it as an investment. I'm buying it because I like the band, and it's a nice record. Glad I've got it. The next bargain I got from eBay. Again, minimum bid £2 or £1.99. W.A.S.P. The Last Command. This is 1985. Capitol Records. Absolute mint condition. I mean, if I was to looked on Discogs, if I wanted to buy this online in this condition, I'm looking at 4 times what I paid for it easily. Not going to say too much about it. I think was it SMF Captain Howdy did a special on his W.A.S.P collection recently. He'll give you a much better background story on these than me. This does complete. I've got all the 80's W.A.S.P albums now on vinyl. So it was great to complete the collection. Great for such a fantastic price in such mint condition. Perfect. Nice surprise. The next ones were from say Vinyl Music Madness, and they're I got 4 albums from them in total. Denim and Leather. I don't think it needs too much of an introduction. So this is a UK pressing. There we go. Nothing too exciting. Plain cover on the inside. 1981. Carrere Records. Not sure how you pronounce that. Again, excellent condition. Start to build up my 80's Saxon. I've got 3 of those now. I think they've got like 10 albums of the 80's. It's got the merchandise. I've got to get better with the show things on the camera. Merchandise sheet included. There we go, and that's in perfect condition as well. Not that I'll be ordering from that anytime soon. Next up, a band I've got one other item from them. I've got their EP, but I love the EP, the Waysted EP. This is Waysted, the Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. 1985 on Music for Nations. Yeah, nothing exciting on the inside, but there's something about the Music for Nations label that just sends a chill down my spine when I see it. I just think, like, really looking forward to play it. It's not the most exciting label, but they just initially licensed so much good US metal originally over in the UK, and then obviously took on other bands like Waysted as well. So this is what Pete Way, who's in UFO, I believe. I'm not a big fan of UFO. Not that I don't like them. I don't really know much of their stuff. I probably should have. Anyone tell me what UFO? What album should I listen to if I want to get into them? Put it down in a comment. It'd be great to know where to start, because I know they've got quite a lot of stuff, and it's sometimes a bit daunting to get into a band and know what to pick up from them. That was the EP that I had previously, and I bought this in the last 6 months or so, but I'm sure I must have had a copy on tape when I was a kid, because I remember I put it on and I thought it was like a covers record first, because everything just seemed so familiar and so good, and I looked at it and realised Waysted actually wrote all this stuff. I figured I must have heard this before. It just seems so familiar, but this is a fantastic EP, probably better than the album. The album's pretty good as well. I mean, the album is it's fairly commercial hard rock, but really enjoyable. I was listening to most of these last night. I did plan to do the video last night and just show what I bought, but I was just enjoying listening to too much. there we go. Next up, Life's a Bitch, Then You Die. Ravens 1987, the last of their Atlantic recordings, I believe. So I've got the first two albums, Rock Until You Drop and Wiped Out, and this is there's probably about 4 or 5 years between those and this, so there's a difference in sound. I mean, I heard they didn't necessarily have the best of relationships on Atlantic, and this was the last album before they went separate ways, and it's again a lot more of a commercial sound, a lot more of an American sound, I think, American metal sound, but still really enjoyable. Not as raw as the first couple of albums, but yeah, but good. Really pleased to have it. And I like Raven. I'm always on the lookout for more of their albums to fill out the collection. Also the Inner, again in great condition. Pictures of the band and their crazy sports gear as well on stage, and pyrotechnics, and lyric sheet as well. A little bit of maybe water damage or just aging of the inner sleeve, but again, yeah, this is I was really pleased with this haul that came yesterday. It was just fantastic listening to all these last night. But the cream of the bunch, I have to say, is is it Frank on channel 33 RPM? On his channel, he showed this a couple of days ago. Because there's both, I guess, his story seems similar to mine. He wasn't familiar before, has heard it, and I wonder how I have got to my ripe old age I am now without ever hearing this album. This jumps into my top 10 easily. It's just, I know nothing about this guy's history. I know it was the Frank Marino Mahogany Rush or something. Never heard any of their stuff. But this is, I'm going to struggle to listen to anything else this week, I think, because this is just superb. If you haven't heard it, I recommend that you do. From 1982, CBS Records. But yeah, I'm just delighted to have found this. Probably one of the best albums I've bought since I've started collecting records again. I do like these when I see these on albums now. The taping, home taping is killing music, and it's illegal. But anyway, that's it for this update. I've got another online care package coming my way soon, which I'd had hoped to be here by now, but I'll do another video when that comes in, and I've got a few CDs as well to show of other things that I've been buying and listening to this month. But I'll close it off there. If you've got any comments about what I've shown, or you want to share your thoughts on some of these albums, or anything I've said, really, make a comment. Feel free to subscribe. I'll try and reply to all the comments that are there. Thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye.